Welcome back to another short pulling video with BB. Today we are in our dear friend Metallum's account once again pulling for the 2x on the Void Shards. We have no specific requirements other than this champion chase right here. We're trying to get some relic materials. I don't know if we're gonna get up to 150 demon points. I don't know if Metallum needs them, but we for sure are gonna try and hit some twisted horns. In his case, because he is free to play, and you know how things are after a fusion, after a Titan event, things can get a little rough material-wise, resource-wise. So we have been instructed, whatever we pull, it's great. Even right now, food kind of matters more than hitting gold. So, we've gone through the clan boss chests, we've picked up all the void shards that we can, and we're gonna start pulling right away. I think I am going to rip 10 until we hit like 11, and then I'm gonna start pulling them one by one to suspense. You know what I mean? You know how it goes. If you want to become a part of my squad and raid, click my link in the description right now to get a free legendary Corrado as well as 3 free epics as you level up. Here's how to do it. Log out of Plarium Play on PC and uninstall. Click the link in the description and register with a brand new email. Launch raid and complete the tutorial. Go to your inbox and claim your first champ. That is all you need to do to get a free Corrado as well as Fane, Ugo, and Vergus as you progress in raid. Don't miss out and click on my link right now. Okay, I got my protein shake here ready. I release my inhibitions and I feel the rain on my skin. And we're pulling. Standing at the blank page before you. Open up the dirty window. Let sign illuminate the what's that? Inquisitor! Yo, yo, yo! We get you an Inquisitor Shaman. I don't know if you have one. Paragon is also really, really nice. Gala is also amazing. I have no idea who Padma is. Oh, she's a demon spawn. Alright! Well, let's see what she does. Double hitter, if she crits, has a chance of placing a strong decrease attack. A big one, by the way. You can book that out to 100% chance. AoE, love to see it. And some chance of placing a strong decrease accuracy when you ascend her. Damage is based on defense and attack. Both skills. Here, damage is based off defense. She's a defense champ. Alright, makes sense. One enemy attack removes all buffs from the target and places them on this champion. It's a steal. So it's a steal. It's an attack one enemy and then steals all buffs. No conditionality here, that just happens. This is awesome. Well, shout out to Padma. She's actually pretty good. Had no idea. Inquisitor, however, you're going to love for Hydra. I don't know if you already have an Inquisitor Shamal. How do you? The Rosary? Oh, I just paid attention to the Rosary. See, I have no idea. I have no idea what other utility you can find for Inquisitor. But this passive here, each critical hit fills his champ distributor by 7.5. Whenever an ally receives a fear or true fear, he's gonna remove it instantly. And he's gonna fill the team's leader turn meter by 15%. He also has another really cool passive that has a chance, 50% chance of decreasing the duration of a random buff on the target by a turn. And every time an enemy places a debuff on an ally, he's gonna use this against the enemy. This counterattack will only deal 50% of the normal damage and cannot crit. But the fact that he uses this every time an enemy places a debuff on an ally is gonna help you tons. So, happy Hydraing! He also ignores a really good percent of the target's defense, and will ignore a further 25% for each buff on Inquisitor. He's also going to place a true fear on all enemies for a turn if this attack kills an enemy, which is something you can use outside of Hydra. Okay, enough raving about Inquisitor. Y'all know how good he is. Gala is great. I have Gala on my account, and she surprised me very pleasantly. She attacks twice on her A1. Each hit ignores 30% of the target's defense, which is insane. She's also gonna place a shield on herself for 2 turns, which is equal to 20% of the damage inflicted. On her A2, she's gonna attack one enemy, ignores 50% of the target's defense when attacking under a shield, so make sure to place that shield first and then hit with the A2. She's also gonna heal by 50% of the damage inflicted when ascended, and then she's gonna place a shield on herself equal to any surplus heal for 3 turns. It's like having a blood shield on every single attack. Except the A3, which, by the way, is a triple hitter, and each hit ignores 25% of the target's defense. She also gets an extra turn if she has full HP after using this skill. So the order of business, A1, A2, A3. Very straightforward, but go for Gala. Build her out whenever you can. You're gonna love her more than you think you will. Paragon, I gotta give a shout out to Paragon. Really easy to build out because he is a rare. He places an unkillable and an increased attack buff on a target ally for 2 turns. A weak increased attack. He also has a 100% heal reduction, though it is on a chance, but it's on a triple hitter. One more tenor, and then we can start pulling them one by one. Release your inhibitions, feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else, no one else. I figured that if I act nonchalant, we might have a chance of getting Glen Sage. We might have a chance of getting a legendary quicker, but here is a sea of rares. Here's a lot of food for you. The fact that we pull a Glen Sage right now after the fusion is over. Oh, so crazy. I don't know if any of these champions are fusibles. Do they include... Oh, maybe Huntress? Because I remember that you can get her through tag team. Well, either way. I want to see how we're doing on points. Champion Chase. Aha! 50, the epic ones we've got, which is great. We need just as much, a little bit under, to get him to the legendary relic materials. I really hope that we can. Okay, we're gonna start pulling one by one now. One by one, keep the tension, keep the suspense alive. And I'm gonna stop singing. Renegade is a good thing. She has a decrease of the cooldown of an ally skill by 2 turns. She can't use it on herself, but she can do it for any other one of your allies. You have to be careful with this one though, because she's gonna get damaged equal to 30% of the targeted ally's max HP. And this will happen even if it deletes Renegade, so watch it. Cute little rare. I like her. Let's keep pulling. Hair specs. What was that? I remember that he was alright. Revives a dead ally with 30% HP and fills the turn meter by 30%. It is a little slow, but this is his biggest utility, really. Ally speed in arena battles by 15% if you need it. You don't. I keep drinking whenever I pull because I low-key wanna have something make me spit out my drink. Do you see the vision? Do you feel the vibe? I feel like it would make for a very fun part of the video. I will have to waste protein, but I would do it for views, okay? I have a very big tube of protein sitting there. It's fine. Okay, daywalkers, whatever. Oh, we're getting a bunch of food champions here. Let's see if we can hit something gold. Okay, I'm just gonna keep drinking. I got another paragon. There we go. Is that another Glen Sage? Why? No! The fusion is over! Plarium, wake up! Stop giving us Glen Sages. This is painful. Painful, brother. It's, at least using them as food is gonna remind you of the good old fallen days. Okay, let's keep pulling. Let's see what we get here. Just a bunch of blue. Wow! It's a Doom Screech. Alright. We have 3 more Void Shards. We went all in. I wanna make sure that at least we get the relic materials, and then it's whatever. We're gonna have to... Oh! We get a Void Epic! Kafru, the Death Keeper. Whoa! The mummy, the sarcophagus vibe. He is a mummy! I really have to start paying attention to the design the moment I pull them. He sits a little slanted. He has a... Somebody stabbed him in the back. Twice! Because once wasn't enough. Who backstabbed him? I need to know. Oh, the mummy on his sarcophagus is actually his lord. How heartwarming. Nobody stabbed him in the back. He probably did it out of his own guilt and shame. Because he probably did it on himself. Anyway, no more digression. Let's actually read what he can do, okay? Okay, I see. I kind of... it's like when you go immediately to the A3, it's like spoiling the end of a really good book. I have to get out of the habit of doing that. I have to start with the A1, okay? He has a chance of transferring 1 random debuff from himself to a targeted enemy. AoE before attacking removes 1 random debuff from all allies. Damage increases by 5% for each debuff removed. This is an Androx skill. I like the way that it reads. If it removes 1 random debuff from all allies, say you're bringing 5 allies, that's 5 removed debuffs, and that is 5 times 5, 25% increase of damage. Also heals each ally by 10% of his max HP if a debuff was removed. What are the odds of a debuff not being removed by this skill? Because before attacking, he removes 1 random debuff from all allies. This is not conditional. I don't see it being conditional. Does it depend on accuracy if a debuff was removed from them? The use of the word if implies that it's conditional, but I think that they meant to say when a debuff is removed from them. I don't know. Somebody who has Kafru will have to tell me. And now on to the juice. Places an unkillable and a taunt. What? On them? Wait, places an unkillable buff on this champion for 1 turn and a taunt buff on them for 2 turns. Who's them? Who's them? Plarium? I can tell which champion has not been reworked and buffed or nerfed or just generally touched for ever since they were released by the way that these skills are phrased. By the way that they're worded. Because this implies that he places an unkillable on himself and then a taunt on all allies for 2 turns. But it could also be just a taunt on himself for 2 turns. Who's them? Are we talking about him and his servant? Because his servant's not doing anything. Unless it's hidden here in the passive. No, this is a shield. The tank decreases the damage all allies receive by 10. And this champion receives the damage instead. He's a tank. I find use in Khafre. I think that you could find some use in him. 2 more Void Shards. I think we kind of digress here a little bit. But I have to pay attention to the epics, you know? That's... okay. Whoa! Fellhound! There you go! Fellhound is a good one. He places a block damage on an ally for a turn. And a continuous heal and a reflect damage on all allies for 2 turns. The AoE on his A1 makes him a very budget-friendly campaign farmer. Last Void Shard. Let's see what our luck brings us today. Boom. Okay. It's a rare. It's a Bellower. Speaking of AoE attacks and a budget campaign farmer, here's Bellower. The budget campaign farmer. Okay. That concludes it. Let's see how many points and if we manage to hit. Ah! Oh, this sucks! We're 1,000 points away. Let's see if Matalomy would want to pull some Sacred Shards. Alright. We have clearance from Matalomy to dip into the Sacred Shard stash so we can make these 1,000 points. I hate pulling Sacreds outside of a 2x, but these are... that's just what you have to do sometimes. I feel sorry for Matalomy that he has to bomb through his resources. But this is what Titan events do. Okay, let's see what we'll get from here. Fill out the last 1,000 points. Oh, that's Duke the Pierced. Hi, welcome to the team. A really good Hydra Provoker. He's got a lot of good debuffs. He brings a decreased attack here on his A1, which is a double hitter. He brings both decreased attack and decreased defense, the strong versions, in the same skill. On an AoE, by the way, for 3 turns. And this provoke here on a target enemy, which also has a chance of bleeding onto another 2 random enemies. He also places a reflect damage after this, and an unkillable for 1 turn on himself. How much was that? How many points do they give us? The epics. Just need to see. Oh, 200. Whoa. Okay, so if that is 200 per epic, yeah, we'll have just about enough. Just about enough to get to the relic materials. I really hope we hit a legendary. A legendary is gonna shoot us there. Gold, please! Do I have to ask? Okay, what is this? Seneschal. Single hitter leech. Continuous heal and veil on an ally. 1 ally for 2 turns. Counter attack. And a chance of placing a provoke on all enemies for a turn. Halfway there. 1 more Sacred Shard. I really hope that's it. I really hope 2 more and that's it. Hello? Oh, Geomancer! That's awesome sauce! You can now either empower your Geomancer, which I'm sure you have one, or you can put him as a guardian, faction guardian in your sparring pit. Do we have to talk about Geomancer and how good he is? I'm not gonna talk about Geomancer. We all know. We all know how good he is. Another Sacred, and I think that's it. And we have to check back. We have to check back. Let's see who that is. This is the first time I'm seeing Quargon the Crowned. Damn. Cool looking lizard man. Let's see what he does. Single hitter, increase the duration of a random buff on a random ally by a turn. Chance. Heals all allies by 15% of their max HP, and a shield equal to 15% of their max HP on all allies for 2 turns. Perfect Veil, strong increase attack for 2 turns on the allies whose attack is higher than their defense. So all nukers. And a block debuffs, and a 60% increased defense on all allies whose defense is higher than their attack. So tanks. This is not bad. This skill is not bad. It's just 4 turn cooldown. You gotta have 2 books fall in it. But building epics is by far so much easier than, you know, building legendary. So if you find some use in Quargon, other than, you know, faction wars, I guess. I really don't want to go all in on secrets, so we have to be very careful. We did it! That was it! That was the last one that we needed to pull! We just made these points. Okay, our job here is done. I'm happy. I'm happy. And Matalomy is sitting at 3rd spot, and I hope he sticks to it. Because that gives him another 25 legendary Twisted Horns. Hope you had fun watching this. If you want me to pull your shards, you can always hit up my Discord a couple of days in advance so I can find a way to put you in my schedule. Unless I'm away or taking a vacation somewhere, I will always try to attend to you. You can find the Discord down in the description box. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys again in the next one. Bye!